Hey, what's going on, guys? I've been investing in another review. This time the Marvel Legends Amazon exclusive Quicksilver, Magneto, and Scarlet Witch 3-pack. Man, I am so excited for this, man. This is one of my most anticipated figures of the year. More specifically, the Magneto and the Quicksilver. But yeah, man, I'm super excited for this. So here's a look at the box, and you can see it X there, and then you can kind of make out a picture of Magneto, Quicksilver, and Scarlet Witch. And then this is really cool, man. All the art pieces back here. This looks awesome, especially this one. I'm a huge fan of this art piece right here. So yeah, let's open this up, give my opinion. The first figure we're going to look at is Scarlet Witch. She came out pretty cool. I do have one problem with her, is the legs. This is the Medusa body mold. It's kind of the same legs that they used for the first one, but the feet are different. But since she has thick thighs and then small calves, it's just kind of hard to get her to stand up. And she stands up way better than the previous one, but it's just like, since she has small legs, it's kind of hard to get her to stand up without her looking wonky. But still, great figure. This head sculpt is awesome. I really like it. The tiara that she has on, and the hair, all the detail in the hair looks awesome. And the cape, this is the same that we got with the previous version, I'm pretty sure. It's just a firm plastic, and I do like the metallic magenta that we got. And you can see the gloves. So really cool looking figure, man. It's your standard articulation. The head doesn't really look up, moves side to side, arm moves back and forth, up and down. So with the arm, single joint at the elbow, wrist moves side to side, hand moves up and down. She has a diaphragm joint, leg moves forward, back, and out. So with the thigh, double joint at the knee, foot moves up and down, and an ankle pivot. So again, the main problem I do have with a lot of these female figures, especially this body mold, I was never a big fan of this body mold. They use it for Misty Knight, Medusa, and the previous Scarlet Witch, and then this one it's just really wonky and it's really hard to get to stand up. But pretty decent figure. It's a lot better than the one that we got before. Here she is compared to some other Scarlet Witches from the past. Here's the Toy Biz one, which is more of a classic version, which is what they were going for in this newer one. Then here's the one from the Odin wave, and you can see these legs, man. These legs are really, really warped, and it's the same body mold that she has here. And this is more of a modern version of Scarlet Witch, where more of her skin is exposed, but it's just really hard to get her to stand. The head sculpt is nice, and I obviously like the costume design. It's just these legs, man, and the heels especially. But this is the much better version, in my opinion. Here's a look at Quicksilver, and I think he came out pretty cool. He's a long overdue member of the Avengers and the Brotherhood, and he came out pretty cool. It's very simple, but long overdue. I'm not sure where these black trunks are from when it comes to the comic books, but I'm pretty sure it's from X Factor, because he was a part of that team. And yeah, he came out really nice. This head sculpt was showing off a couple, I want to say like at Toy Fair 2018. I might be mistaken, but it was shown off, and everybody was like, yeah, they're making Quicksilver. I did also think that they were going to make Magneto with this head sculpt, but it works either way. I mean, Magneto is Quicksilver's father. So this works, and I do like how the suit looks. I like the lightning bolt that they have throughout the costume, the pearlescent white on the gloves, and then the shoes. The blue that they used was really cool, actually. It's a very light blue. Really cool. I would like to see, you know, it's random. I would like to see this color blue used on like maybe a Spider-Man figure, maybe like a classic Spider-Man figure, or like a classic Captain America. But this is a very nice color blue. Yeah, very simple figure, and he does come with two interchangeable hands. It's his running hands, which I like a lot. And it's not really their fault, but he is kind of hard to get to stand on one foot. Because obviously, if you guys don't know who Quicksilver is, his mutant power is to run at a very rapid speed. Not equivalent to the Flash, but very, very similar. But you can get him to stand on one foot. It's just, you know, it's a little tricky because this ankle pivot's a little loose, especially on this side, at least for my figure. But you get the idea. Quick rundown of the articulation. The head moves up and down, side to side. Arm moves back and forth, up and down. Butterfly joint, so with the bicep, double joint at the elbow, wrist moves side to side, hand moves up and down, ab crunch, waist swivel, Leggings forward, back, and out. Sword at the thigh, double joint at the knee. Castle moves up, down, and an ankle pivot. So here are some other versions of Quicksilver throughout Marvel Legends. These two are from the Blob Build-A-Figure way back in like 2006, 2007. And I have both of them, obviously, and they were cool at the time, but over a while, I was just like, man, these are getting kind of outdated, especially when Hasbro stopped using this body mold. And I remember when I first started doing toy photography in my younger years on YouTube, I tried to get this Quicksilver in a running pose way back in the day, and I put some wax on him, and you can still see that's there, and that never really came off. I was like, man, we really need a new Quicksilver. This ankle pivot's super loose. He does have toe articulation, but still, it's like, you know, and the face is super pale. But this was Hasbro in its early days, when a lot of people hated them and said that they were a terrible line, including myself. And here is the green version of the suit, which Quicksilver also did wear when he was especially part of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants on his early years. But this was cool as well. I did actually like this one a little more than this one. But this guy is a superior version. If they decided to give us a new version of this guy with the green suit, that would be cool as well. I do kind of associate this look of Quicksilver with the Avengers and the green suit with the Brotherhood. So that's just my take. Magneto comes with quite a few accessories. He comes with 2 interchangeable heads, one where he's calm. And I do think that the mask is a little small when it comes to the lower portion. And then he comes with an angry face. His eyes are whited out. You can see his teeth. I really like this one. And it comes with 2, I guess these are supposed to be magnetic effects. So that's pretty cool. Then he comes with 2 fists, if you want to get him in kind of like a relaxed pose. And then he comes with these 2 hands where you can manipulate magnetism, which I think is really cool. This is a new hand, actually. This is an old hand that we've gotten before, but this is a new hand, which I'm really happy that they gave us that. Here's a look at Magneto himself. Now, again, this is my anticipated figure of the year. I was so excited when this figure was announced. And the reason why is because we haven't really gotten a lot of Magneto figures in this form throughout Marvel Legends, and I'm happy that we finally have this version. Just looking at him right here with the whited out eyes and the shadow in his face, that just says Magneto for me. He's one of my favorite villains throughout Marvel Comics. So getting him was awesome. I'm just glad that we finally got this version of him. Again, this head sculpt is awesome. Really like how it came out. And the second one is cool as well. The calm face. I'm glad that they gave us the 2 options. And I do like the cape. Even though it's a hard plastic, it still came out pretty cool. There's like this, there's a peg and then there's a hinge to like kind of make it like float out a bit, which is a pretty cool effect. It kind of does get in the way sometimes, but it's alright. It's a standard Black Panther Spider-Man UK body mold. And you can see his belt. And then these forearm pieces. And something I do want to talk about is, again, sometimes, most of the time, Marvel Legends collectors really piss me off. I mean, they complain about everything. I'm a Marvel Legends collector as well, but some of these collectors, man, just complain about everything. One of the complaints was about this figure was he had this red spot where this wasn't painted. And this is supposed to be like a solid boot with like these 3 lines. But this piece wasn't painted. It was just a red piece, and it kind of looked like he was wearing like a stocking and then a shoe. And they fixed it. So it's one solid boot piece instead of that red plastic thing that they had originally, which I'm happy about. That just shows that they listened, and I'm pretty sure that was a prototype at first, and they fixed it. So I'm happy about that. But this figure came out incredible. Just looking at that back cape, it's awesome. And obviously you can take the cape off, but still, just what we got with this figure is great. So showing off a couple of head swaps. Here's the one from the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure Wave Magneto. And that head sculpt didn't really work for that Magneto because it was kind of like a more of a classic look of Magneto where he had the long hair. And I feel like this looks a lot better with this version. And I was thinking, you know, since Quicksilver is the son of Magneto and they both have white hair, this Quicksilver is a little more grayish. But I do want to see if this works on here, because there's been times where Magneto had just short hair. That looks cool too. Yeah, that looks cool. Definitely see that. And also I want to try, because I tried this a long time ago. I want to say 2016 I tried this. Like a suited body. And this is the Onslaught head sculpt, and I do want to see if this works. Because there has been times where Magneto's face was basically like blacked out, and you couldn't see inside of it. Let's see if that works. Not bad. Yeah, I could definitely see that. It's a little big, but it works. As far as the articulation on this figure, the head looks up, moves down, side to side, arm moves back and forth, up and down. The cape doesn't really hinder it, which I like. I like the fact that there's kind of a space here so you can move the arm up and down. So with the bicep, double joint at the elbow, wrist moves side to side, hand moves up and down. Nice deep ab crunch. Waist swivel. This is a funny piece right here where it just moves with it. I think that's pretty cool. Leg moves forward, back, and out. Swat the thigh, double joint at the knee. Calf swivel, foot moves up and down, and ankle pivots. So pretty good articulation on this figure. So here are some other Magneto figures from the past. Here is the Apocalypse Builder figure Magneto. And again, this isn't the look of Magneto that we all wanted. It's more of a modern look of Magneto where he joined the X-Men. Recently in the comics, X-Men haven't been that great. And, they've been just doing different things left and right. And this kind of like represented that. So a lot of people weren't a big fan of this costume, but it's all right. And then we have the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Magneto, which has been sitting in my collection ever since I got it way back in the day. And that's because we didn't have this one. There was the Jubilee Wave Magneto that came out from Toys R Us, which was so hard to get. Like, nobody got that. And I saw it several months back. And when I heard that this guy was coming out, I'm like, yeah, no, because I figured it's expensive. But this guy held up for a while. But just the body mold is a little awkward. The helmet does come off, which is pretty cool, and you can use it for this guy as well if you wanted to do something on the lines of that. But this guy is the superior Magneto in my opinion. Here's the set compared to some other Brotherhood of Evil Mutants members, and in the past 3 years we've gotten quite a bit of Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. I'm happy about that. They're one of my favorite villain teams and teams in general in Marvel Comics. A lot of people hated the Sabretooth. I think he's pretty cool. Mystique, then Juggernaut that came out in 2016, and then these three. It'll be nice if we can get Avalanche, Pyro, Blob, and New Blob, Toad, Mastermind, Destiny, characters like that to really round out this team would be amazing. So this set is awesome. I'm really glad with how it came out, especially Magneto. This is an Amazon exclusive, so if you want to pick it up, it's on there. And I hope you all enjoyed the video, and thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later. Peace.